That's I know escrow is like, I don't know, I'm not an expert, I don't know, I'm just like gonna just guess here. It's a place where you keep, it's a place where you keep your money, but it's not a bank or something like that. Yeah. All right, something about escrow here. Your money's in escrow. Um, it's gonna take about 2 weeks for it to be freed up or whatever. So I feel like your money is tied up in escrow, or you're waiting for your money. It's in escrow. I just keep hearing the word escrow. You have an escrow account. That's where your money is. Yeah, it's tied. All your funds are tied up in escrow. You can't touch them. So I feel like there's some type of debt that's accumulating, but you can't do anything about it because your money's tied up. Like all of your funds, your entire savings is in escrow. Or this could be like a retirement account, or it's money that you can't touch anyway. It's, you don't have access to it, so you can't pay for something. There could be like a hold too, like a lot of your money is being held. You need it, but there's not much you can do about it. I heard something about escrow though. I'm getting to something like your business partner. Something could be under investigation. So like they're holding on to your money. Something about a business partner here, a Leo. Somebody's not talking, and that's the reason why they're holding on to your money. So I kind of feel like if you need somebody to vouch for you, somebody's not answering the phone, they're not saying anything, and that's why, like, so I kind of feel like if you need someone to like say, yeah, Aries is good, let their money go, somebody's not responding or answering the email, answering the phone. So that's why, like, the escrow people, sorry, I'm not really versed in what that is. That's why they're holding on to your money, or they won't let your money go, because whoever the point of contact is here, they're not responding. It like, the best example I can give is like, if say like there's a charge on your bank, or somebody, there's like a suspicious charge on your bank or something like that, and they call the merchant, and the merchant will not answer the phone. So it's like, okay, well, we can't really do anything because that merchant won't answer, they won't pick up, or so someone's just like holding on to your funds here. But I feel like you're cool about it. Two of Wands, and I mean, there's nothing you could do. um yeah, you're just kind of like, well, there's nothing you can really do here. All right, so you're just, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're stressing about it though. um so maybe if somebody's like I don't think you're being harangued about it either. If somebody is calling you like, hey, hey Aries, we need that payment, we need that money, you're like, oh, I can't do anything about it. I don't think you're being harangued though about this. I just kind of, this is something that's on your mind or something like that. All right. Okay. So there's been a big change, or you have changed a lot. There's going to be something that has been altered. I feel like it's you. All right. I feel like too, there's a big change going on with like the banks, offshore accounts, your money. Money is going through a change right now. There's like a lot of changes going on. I kind of feel like you got caught in the crossfire. All right. So who's the person in question? Okay. It's someone who's watching you. They're watching your accounts or something like that. It could be an air sign. Somebody wants to see if you've changed or how something is affecting you. The Fool. All right. I feel like you're letting it go. I feel like the world is changing. I kind of feel like somebody's rebuilding something. And I feel like the way that you deal with something, your reaction is important. It's like someone's going to record your reaction in like, somebody is trying to see how you deal with this, like the world changing or something like that. I kind of just feel like, okay, what does this person want besides to watch you or to observe you? Okay, they could be wanting love or a relationship with you, or they want to be some type of business partner or something like that. So I feel like somebody wants to see how you deal with like a drastic change, especially when it comes to your money. because I feel like somebody is looking to work with you in the future, or somebody's looking to be in a relationship with you, a serious one in the future. So they want to see how you deal with like drastic changes to your income or something, or somebody wants to see how you deal with debt. Okay, what is your outcome here? Yeah, you move on. You don't let it get to you. You just keep moving. Yeah, the temperance. Okay, I feel like you're tempered here. Um, I feel like you realize that life goes on, or life will go on after this, or there's nothing you could do about the current situation. So you're just focusing on something else. You could be focusing on just. I feel like you're focusing on just keep moving here, whatever that means for you. All right. All right. What is their outcome? Okay, Three of Wands. Someone's just like watching, observing you. Like, I don't understand. Maybe somebody's appalled at the fact that with how you deal with some type of change, or like I feel like the change is drastic though. Like maybe one day you're rich, the next day you're in debt. Someone's like, how do you? They want to see how you deal with that, or maybe I feel like this has something to do with your weight too. Like one day you're thick, the next day you're like a stick figure, something like that. But I just feel like you keep moving. I feel like somebody's really nosy here. Like somebody's really prying into your life. Like somebody really wants to know everything about you. I feel like too, if someone doesn't know why you lost so much weight, why are you in debt, they're just gonna make it up. Like someone's like, yeah, Aries is losing weight because they're on drugs. You're like, yeah, okay. I just kind of, or Aries is in debt because they don't pay their bills on time. You're like, yeah, whatever. Or okay, you have the Temperance card. I feel like somebody is going to make up a story that they feel is plausible for your change here, your reaction. I feel like your reaction is to keep moving. But someone's like, okay, well, I feel like you should have reacted this way, so I'm just going to say you did. Like, this is like, I feel like if somebody's recording you or observing you, then recording your actions, if your reaction is just to move on, someone's going to say, well, that's not as interesting. I'm going to say you had a nervous breakdown and or something like that. I mean, that's extreme, but I feel like someone's watching you here. Somebody wants to see how you deal with stuff like major changes in your life. What is the Death card? Someone's going to change, like, they're not going to tell the, yeah. You deal with it by just, okay, so like being quiet, not saying anything, or penny pinching. Yeah, I feel like if you're in debt, if you owe somebody money, you penny pinch. I feel like you do the obvious thing, or you do like the most common thing. You penny pinch, you start saving money, you start eating cheap food, you stop buying, you start just having I feel like you do like the common thing. I feel like you're, yeah, Nine of Cups, yeah. But you're not in a bad mood. Just kind of feel like if you don't have extra money to buy food, you don't. You eat ramen noodles, or I don't know. I just don't really feel like there's much to say here. There's much to see. Like I said, I feel like somebody's watching you. There's not really much to see. So someone's going to just make up a story like, yeah, Aries is having a nervous breakdown. They're losing all this weight. They're very silent. They're quiet. Aries is depressed. When really you're just trying to move on with your life. Or I feel like you're gaining momentum actually. But, somebody wants you to be greatly affected by some type of change or alteration. You have the Queen of Pentacles. It is a female energy. It could be about your money again, Temperance. Or this could be about food. Maybe you don't have any food to eat, or you have to eat cheap food like ramen noodles, or you have to, whatever. There could be like a Great Depression going on. Maybe somebody just wants to see how you deal with like bad situations. What is this? Yeah. Somebody's, sorry, this is what's going on. You could be in jail. Somebody wants to see how you deal with, like, somebody wants to see how you stress. Like, what do you do when you're stressed out? Do you behave like me when I'm stressed out? Or what do you do when you're under stress? I feel like you keep moving. What is the Chariot? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You keep moving, or I feel like if you're like waiting for money or something like that, or you lost your job, whatever, you just start, maybe you start driving for Lyft or Uber, or you find another way to make money, or maybe you're getting free food at the, maybe you're going somewhere where they have free food or free breakfast or whatever it takes. Or maybe you're like bundling. Maybe you're, I don't know. I just kind of feel like life goes on. You're going to keep moving. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the sun. I feel like there's very simple solutions here. Um, there's somebody wants you to overreact to something, but I just feel like there's nothing you could do about a situation. Overreacting is not going to help. Like wailing is not going to help. If you're hungry, I feel like you're going to find something to eat, even if it's something not, it's not your favorite, you don't like it, or it's cheap, or you know, you're like, well, it's food, so I'm gonna eat that. um but I feel like you're not panicking though. It's, if this is about transportation and you can't afford to fly, you're gonna take a bus. It's cheap, it's not the best, it's not the most ideal thing, but you're gonna get there. If this is about reaching a destination, you will get there, even if it's not like the ideal means. Like, you know, you'll get there however you get there. You may have to pay somebody. You don't have a lot of money, but you're like, look, this is what I have. This is the money that this is what I got. What you trying to do? How far can you take me? Whatever. Um, because I feel like being broke is a lot, is like very expensive. It's very expensive to be broke. I feel like you realize that though. That's what I feel like someone is stressing you out, because you know when you're comfortable you can just, I don't know, but I just kind of feel like being broke is very expensive, and it's all it you know. Then you have to ask people, you have to depend on people, and people, everyone knows that you hate depending on people, but like when you don't have, when you can't do for yourself, you have to depend on other people. Then people take advantage of you. It's almost like somebody is like watching and waiting for a situation where you have to need them, and they just kind of do you dirty or something like that. Like, yes, Aries needs me. They're not independent anymore. So you have to ask somebody for help. You have to like not beg, but just, you know, reach out, ask somebody for help, ask for a favor, ask for an extension. And somebody, now somebody's like, okay, now it's my turn to kind of like, what am I going to do here? I can, the ball's in my court. Like they're either going to say yes or no. What is the Page of Swords? Prince of Swords, I mean. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. Um, I want to say, yeah, this is, I feel like this situation is a lie. Like somebody put you in a situation so that you would have to need them and ask for their help. The Ten of Wands. This is like, this situation is like so forced. It's like all the moving parts here are like doctored and like manufactured. Every single part of this is manufactured so that you would have to ask somebody for help. You would have to reach out to someone and they give you a hard time. And this could be about a job that someone does not want you to have, or this could just be about you moving forward in your life. Someone does not want you to move forward or move up or whatever. What is the Three of Wands? Somebody wants to be the cause of your stress, or all right, what is, okay, the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is looking just like the Libra reading. Okay, somebody is like stressing you out, and then they're not stressed out, and then you have to ask them for help, and then they come off very calm. And I feel like somebody wants you to overreact. Somebody wants you to panic, and then you call them in a panic, and they're like, hey, Aries, you know, just relax. It's going to take time. You're going to be fine. But I feel like you're not panicking, though. I feel like you are very calm here. This could be about like some simple things like food. You're like, man, I need to find some food. I'm starving. Someone's like, you know, don't worry about it. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. But I feel like you don't need advice. I feel like you need food or you need a ride. You're like, yeah, I don't need, you got any food back there? Or you got a car or something? What is the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, somebody wants to be like the one you come to in a crisis. There's the Lover's card again. I feel like somebody wants to be with you. All right, you have the Chariot. I feel like somebody wants to be the one that you call when you're going through a hard time. So they kind of manufacture a hard time so that you would call them, and then they can come off very calm and like zen and say, you know, you can count on me. You can trust me. I'm here for you. Don't worry about your situation. It's going to work itself out. You know, I've been down this road before. Um, Trust and believe that you're going to make it through this and everything's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Okay. I feel like you know that. What is the Lovers? Yeah, the Hanged Man. So somebody's just like making you wait so that you stress out and you say, oh my God. Maybe somebody wants you to pray or call on God or something like that. Maybe somebody wants you to say, oh God, please help me. And especially like if you're not a religious person, I feel like somebody wants you to pray or call on God or pick up the Bible or listen to gospel music, watch a sermon, something like that. But I feel like you're not, as long as you have food in your belly, I just kind of, you know, even if it's like ramen or bread, you're like, you know, life goes on. I feel like you're still not gonna, what is the Lovers card? Yeah, you're still not gonna call them or reach out. I just kind of, I feel this is not about pride or anything like that. This is just about Aries, you're very independent. You count on yourself. Like even like in a crisis, like the last reading I did for you, you like figured something out. Like you were very proud of yourself, and you know you figured something out very quickly. It's like somebody wants you to stress, and then like I feel like somebody wants you to need them. This is someone who loves you, or this is someone who like someone's waiting for you to like love them. Someone's like, do you love me now, or do you love me yet? Um, Someone's trying to force a connection by stressing you out, and then you need them or you call, or if you don't call them, I feel like you call on the Lord, like, oh my God, please help me, or but I feel like you don't. I just kind of I feel like, you know, whatever happens, you know, you just life goes on, you just keep moving forward. Eight of Swords. Yeah, right now you're kind of in a jam or a bind, but that's I feel like somebody, you know, it took a lot to get you in a situation like this. Like it took a lot to get you in a jam or a bind. 'Cause I feel like you're very responsible with the chariot card. You like you're very responsible when it comes to your money, when it comes to like, you know, your kids, your health. I feel like you're very responsible. Like so it took a lot to like kind of pull the rug from under you, like with your finances, or I feel like you have a lot to take care of. You have very little time to do it, or very little means to take care of a lot. So you have to like call people and negotiate, and you know you're kind of at the mercy of others, and like people love that because it makes you feel less independent. But I do not feel, I just kind of feel like if it works out, great. If it doesn't, what are you gonna do? You have the Eight of Swords. All right. um what is your advice? Yeah, be magical. Okay. Wow, this is looking just like a reading I did for you like a couple years ago. You were like in this situation, and I remember doing the faceless readings. And Aries, last time I read for you, you were like crying and shit, like, "Oh, please help me." And I told you like, "This is the exact same reading from like 4 years ago." That's so like you're this is you've been you this is not your first this is not your first rodeo. You've been down this road before. This is the exact same reading I did for you a couple years ago, and you were like in a bad situation. I'm like, yeah, you know, you're like, please help me. I'm like, stop crying, stop fucking crying and get your head back in the game. I feel like, yeah, your head is in the game. Like you got, you know, do something magical. I kind of feel like if you're like into alchemy, like if you're a magical being like Aries, there's something that you can do. There's a way around the system, because I feel like right now you're in the system, like the Eight of Swords. It's like you're in the hands of the white man. You know, you got to call this company and call that. And it's like something is set up for you to fail anyway. It's like, but I feel like usually you're very responsible. You don't have to even talk to these people. But I just kind of feel like somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody wants a chance to be like, well, you know, we can help you, but it's going to take 5 days. We can help you, but you know, it's going to take some time. And then somebody's dragging out a conversation and giving you advice and just making the situation worse. Like somebody needed this chance though, because I feel like somebody would not have the chance otherwise, because you're too responsible. But somebody needs this chance to like pile it on and just stress you out and just like you know, somebody needs the chance to like dump on you or something. And like, you know how you call, you have like 2 days to pay something, you call, you're on hold for like an hour, then you finally get on the phone with somebody, they're like making you hold more, and then they're just, it's like they're trying to be calm because they know that you're in a crisis, like, you know, how's your day going? And oh, you know, hope you have a great week, knowing that it's like the worst day of your life or something like that. I do, it's kind of like somebody needed this chance to just do that to you. Okay, so you have to be magical, do something magical, right? There's a way around this and belong. Yeah. So smile. I guess you could laugh about it. I guess you can smile, laugh, make a joke about it if that's, if you're up for that, whatever. I kind of feel like this is where this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, yeah. So this tells me that someone does not want you doing something, or someone does not want you somewhere. Someone does not want you living here, doing this job in this position, but you belong doing it. But somebody just wants to make it hard. Like somebody just wants to you to have a hard time like doing something. So this is why, like I said, it took a lot of people, a lot of energy to create a situation where you're kind of in the hole here. Just because someone's like, yeah, if you were supposed to be doing this, you won't be so, just like somebody just wants a chance to say, well, you know, it'd be easier if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all that because it's just like that's like the Ten of Wands. It's just like it's forced. But this is, it's about love. It's about love and sex. It's always about that. All right. You're giving somebody a hard time. You won't give them the time of day. You won't. You don't want to work with them. You don't want to sleep with them, and that is why someone's going to ruin your life because you don't love them. Okay, so it always goes back to sex and love. Okay, same thing, different day. One more card. But there's a way around this. Yeah, get over it. You will. You always do. All right, and you have to be ready. All right. Um, someone's trying to force you to love them or sleep with them or need them or something like that. All right. What is your outcome here? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, it's a little better. Okay. If you are a woman watching this, I feel like somebody's trying to force you to be masculine. Like somebody wants you to behave like a man by like taking you through a whole bunch or something like that. And then when you call a man, it's like they're mean, or they're like, well, I thought you were a man or something like that. I don't know. Let's just, what is your, this is a lot. It's a lot to this. All right, it's exhausting. There's a lot going on. What is your outcome? Yeah, fulfillment. Okay, there's a way around this. All right, there's something you can do that to get around this, but I feel like you're happy. I feel like if this is a bad situation or a stressful situation, it could not happen at a better time. This is like a good time to be in a bad situation. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.